Live from Arkansas' streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 7 on THV 11 Plus.
Well, here we are on THV 11 Plus. Good morning. I'm Tamer Knight.
I'm meteorologist Tracy Bean.
Oh, hey there. I'm Ashley. Yes.
And thank you guys so much for joining us here on THV 11 Plus. Ashley, let's get a first look at our traffic.
Yeah, let's jump into it. First, I want to look at this beautiful sunrise. You know, Tracy and I love to find those
They're all good.
Gorgeous sunrises in the morning, so we can take a look at that with traffic. Here we go. Because really, there's nothing else to talk about right now as far as our traffic goes. It's pretty light on this Friday morning, but this is just absolutely gorgeous. Getting a look at 630 downtown Little Rock, and just a lot of orange and pinks depending on where you're looking. There's a lot of blue in the sky this morning. I'm sure Tracy will show you more of that, but really loving this. So if you get a chance to step outside and take a picture and post it, I've done that on my Facebook page if you want to go and check it out. As far as traffic goes around central Arkansas, not seeing any major slowdowns. We do have this accident in Grant County. If you're going to be heading on 167, it is slowing down northbound and southbound traffic here. This is just about 5 miles south of Highway 367. So may want to take a different route if you're going to be coming in there. Otherwise, if you're coming into downtown Little Rock from Conway, Benton, Cabot, things are still looking really good on this Friday morning, and we'll check it again in about 10 minutes.
Well, Ashley had one sunrise. I'm going to show you another. Again, a gorgeous start to the day. We do have a few clouds out there and maybe making it a little bit darker in a few areas than others, but that is a gorgeous shot as we are kicking off this Friday morning. A beautiful day ahead. One of those days you want to get out and about and enjoy it for sure. Right now it is 36. We are looking again at that dew point right around 34. We're not really seeing any wind, so that's not really impacting our wind chill this morning. So 36 all said and done. As we're looking around the state, we're seeing a lot of everything. Some 50s, some 40s, some 20s, you name it, we got it. I can tell you where to go to get that temperature. A lot of different influences on our state at the moment as far as the weather goes, but we're all going to come together and have a beautiful day, I believe. Now we do have the Festival of the Stars again at Arkansas Children's Hospital today, all day long. Ashley and I'll be there from 9 to 10. You can stop by and drop off a toy or come by and say hello as well. You can also make a donation. It's going to be a great day again to help all of those kids. So let's also talk about this weather impact alert. The coldest air of the season is headed our way this weekend. Saturday, not too bad, a little cooler than today for sure, but as you're heading to bed on Saturday night, go ahead and make sure you are making sure that faucet is dripping. And the same for Sunday night into Monday. We're going to see some temperatures that go well below freezing, and some wind chills are going to be in the teens and maybe even single digits. We'll look at all of that and see exactly how cold it's going to be coming up.
Well, this morning we bring you the conclusion of the 3-day trial involving Desmond Nicala, the man prosecutors say fatally hit Victor Montgomery 2 years ago as he was directing children and traffic on the first day of school. THV 11 Maya Ellison spent the day in the courtroom once again and has the jury's decision.
The 3-day trial now comes to an end. Everything happening inside this courtroom behind me. The jury took about an hour of deliberating until they came out and made their decision, finding Desmond Nicala not guilty of 1 count of manslaughter after prosecutors accused him of fatally hitting Pulaski County Special School District security officer Victor Montgomery back in August of 2023. Now let's take a look at this trial overall. Over the course of 3 days, the jury was able to hear testimony from witnesses, the medical examiner, sleep specialist, Nicala's co-worker, and even his wife. Mr. Nicala himself testified that he has no recollection of what happened that day, as he told the jury he blacked out close to Joe T. Robinson High School. A year after the incident, Nicala was diagnosed with sleep apnea. Now, the state argued that Nicala should not have been behind the wheel, making the choice to drive home after working for more than 30 to 40 hours over the course of 3 days leading up to the incident. And we got a chance to hear from the families and their response to the jury's decision.
My sincere condolence to the family. My sincere condolence. My sincere condolence. I don't know how to reach out. We apologize for everything. It was an accident.
So I forgive him. And I have to forgive him to give myself peace and to be able to continue to love my kids. So I got closure.
And over the course of these 3 days, both families have been through this emotional roller coaster, not just through this trial, but as I've learned over the course of 2 years. And when the verdict was heard, I got a chance to see both families' reaction. The Montgomery family holding on close to each other, the Incala family tearful at the response. And as we heard from Mrs. Incala, that they just asked for forgiveness. And for Mrs. Montgomery and her family, they now have that closure and the love that they hold on of Mr. Victor Montgomery. And if you want to learn more about this case and some of the additional details, you can go on our website at thv11.com.
Thanks, Maya. A bus driver in the Lake Hamilton School District is now facing suspension after she allegedly assaulted a student a few weeks ago. The district says they were made aware of the incident involving Jerica Morgan on November 21st. The incident has been since turned over to law enforcement, and we're working to learn more about details involving the incident, and we'll bring them to you as soon as we have them.
Every day that passes, every month that passes, every school year that passes is extremely important to the students that we are leaving behind, and we must stop this.
11 Arkansas school districts that received an F grade for student growth and performance appeared before the State Board of Education Thursday, outlining how they intend to turn those numbers around. Watson Chapel Superintendent Keith McGee was among the leaders who vowed they will not accept excuses as they push for stronger results.
The next report that I will give you will be more of a celebration.
Good.
And I will say this right here, in Watson Chapel, since my arrival, we don't tolerate excuses.
I believe you. I'm just saying I hear that a lot. Okay, we don't accept excuses. Everybody says it, but they accept a lot of excuses. I hope you don't.
Districts including North Little Rock, Pine Bluff, and Fordyce also detailed their improvement strategies. State officials say they will closely monitor every F-rated district to ensure those plans are carried out. A Lonoke County mother is suing Roblox and Snapchat, arguing both platforms failed to shield her 14-year-old son from online predators. The lawsuit says the teen started using the gaming platform in 2022 and soon connected with an adult man who allegedly groomed him, shifted their conversation to Snapchat, and urged him to send explicit images. Attorneys for the family claim the companies prioritized profits over safety and allowed harmful content to thrive. The suit seeks damages and pushes for stronger online protection for children. But just last month, the gaming platform announced new safeguards aimed at protecting children. Roblox now requires users to complete an AI-powered age estimation before they can access chat or communication tools. The company reports more than 151 million people log in daily, and roughly 1/3 of them are under the age of 13. The Governing Board of Arkansas TV, formerly Arkansas PBS, voted Thursday to cut ties with the national PBS network starting July 2026. Leaders say the move comes after federal funding cuts left the network short more than $2.5 million and facing long-term losses. Arkansas TV argues the split will help it build a sustainable model and focus more on local storytelling. But PBS warns Arkansans will lose free over-the-air access to its program. The Arkansas Advocate reports a recent survey showing strong public support for PBS funding, raising new questions about how the change could affect donors and viewers. Two commissioners opposed the breakup, citing concerns about losing key content that helps drive community support. And the Senate failed to reach a deal as some Americans face potential premium hikes on Affordable Care Act plans. Erica Brown reports from Capitol Hill on what comes next after Republican and Democratic lawmakers push competing proposals.
Senators voted and rejected dueling healthcare proposals from both parties Thursday aimed at addressing rising costs. The COVID-era Affordable Care Act tax subsidies are set to expire by the end of the year, which means higher insurance premiums for millions of Americans. Bobby Laughlin of Maryland says without the subsidies, his premiums will increase more than 5 times the current cost.
I think I would absolutely have to downgrade my insurance to something that barely covers my needs.
The Democrats' proposal would extend the healthcare subsidies for 3 years, but Republicans were pushing for funds to go into health savings accounts instead. Both sides traded blame, accusing the other of playing politics.
They don't really want to solve the problem. what they want is a political issue that they can run on in the upcoming election.
Coverage got a lot harder to afford, and families are facing a lot of impossible, horrible choices. And Republicans owned every bit of it because of the way they voted today. Shameful.
Some senators expressed cautious optimism about reaching a bipartisan agreement, but with most lawmakers still divided along party lines, more than 20 million Americans could face higher costs unless the last-minute deal is reached before the new year.
This will be a failure of Congress because the people hurt are going to be Americans who depend on this. And it'll be people, some of whom voted for Trump, some of whom voted for Harris.
Lawmakers in the House could take up a health care package next week, but the measure might not include subsidies. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Now let's take a look at the traffic with Ashley, not Tracy, Ashley this morning.
People confuse us.
You guys look alike. No, I'm just kidding.
We're interchangeable.
That's right. We're together so much. I think that's why. Yeah, things are looking pretty good right now, Tamer. We don't have any issues on our roads. Light traffic on this Friday in December, where I think a lot of people have been taking off just about every Friday, it seems like. There's a lot going on this month, so today's a good day, though. Tracy's got the forecast here in just a few minutes to tell you about the great weather ahead, and we have a beautiful sunrise this morning. We're looking at Interstate 30 here, right in front of the Bass Pro Shop and the outlet malls here in Little Rock, where a lot of people are probably going to be heading this weekend to get that Christmas shopping done. But no issues on our roads. The volume's picking up just a little bit, but as you can see, still a whole lot of green around the metro area. By now, we usually see more traffic there and some backups on Interstate 30. We're starting to see it at the North Terminal interchange, and it's still pretty light right now. Drive times into downtown Little Rock looking great, still in the teens if you look at Benton and Cabot. So that's always a good thing in the 7 o'clock hour, Tracy.
It is. And, today's going to be a gorgeous day to get out and about, maybe do a little Christmas shopping, maybe finish that decoration. Again, it's going to be sunny and dry, and again, the highs are going to be in the lower 60s, but cold weather is headed our way. It's going to be a bit cooler on Saturday, but that really, really cold air is going to come in the overnight hours into Sunday morning. So we have issued a weather impact alert for Sunday, where we're going to see some wind chills in the teens, and I think even in the single digits in northeastern Arkansas. And Monday morning, as we're all trying to head out to work and school after a fun weekend, those temperatures are going to be in the 20s, so we're going to need to bundle up and warm up that car first for sure. But today is an excellent day for opening day for Oaklawn Racing. Post time is at 12:30. It's going to be beautiful. We are looking at fairly light winds, not too bad, maybe a little 10 mile an hour here and there, but overall really, really nice. Again, those highs will be in the low 60s. As we are looking across the state, we're seeing the influence of that warmer air down to our south, but we've got that cooler air already starting to make its way into the state. So again, here in central Arkansas, I'd say low to mid 60s, just depending upon where you are. We're right there on the edge of that. So enjoy it today, because tomorrow, again, that high right around 50, and certainly a bit cloudier and cooler. And we will really start to see those temperatures going down as we're heading in the overnight hours. And yeah, this is what it'll feel like on Sunday morning. So bundle up, and we'll talk more about how long this will last coming up.